Hello again, everyone. It's Jan Monahan for Wrapping with Jan, and this is another edition of Washi Tape Wednesday. We're going to be making a gift bag today, and we're going to need, 3 or 4 different designs, Christmas designs of washi tape. You can get it anywhere, craft store, online, Etsy, anywhere. And then there's the glitter glue. We're going to be using some double-sided tape, and it really doesn't matter, but I used the red glitter paper. I used that for cutting out my poinsettia. I cut a piece of cardstock to fit the front of the bag, and I've got 2 dies here. One is from Penny Black, and the other is from Hero Arts. It's a paper layering fancy die, and it's called paper layering poinsettia. And there's some raffia or color coordinated ribbon. And last but not least, a gift tag. All right, I think we can get started now. I came up with this design after spending about 20 minutes on Pinterest. It isn't exactly like it, but let's say I was inspired by it. And if I can get my washi tape out of here, then we can get started. This I bought this washi tape last year, and washi tape, it's just kind of the nature of the beast. The adhesive on the back starts to like that. There's no adhesive on the back of that. It just kind of disintegrated. The tape is still there. So if you really like the tape, you can put some double-sided 1/4-inch tape behind that, and nobody will be the wiser. The washi tape out of the way here and get started. As I said before, I cut some cardstock. And if you feel confident enough to go ahead and do it on the bag itself, go for it. I'm just not that confident. I make a lot of mistakes. And these are 5 pieces of paper layering, and I used double-sided tape for this. You can use liquid glue, any kind of adhesive that your heart desires. It really doesn't matter. It's just a personal preference. I use this, and I'm going to speed this up just a little bit. I use this. This is score tape, and it comes off easily, and it sticks well. The dies I'm using are from Hero Arts, and they're kind of unique. I hadn't seen these. They put texture, even though the cardstock I'm using is fairly textured, but you can still see the veins in the leaves or the petals on the poinsettia, and you can see the veins on the leaves, and it's just cool. As you layer these petals together, don't put them right on top of each other. It looks kind of wonky. But put them so that it looks like a full flower. I hope I've explained myself enough. But yeah, there's 2 other ones. These do look very, very pretty. I'm using tulip dimensional glue. I think it's dimensional fabric glue. This is a little bit more sparkly than some of the Nuvo drops that I've got, so I've decided to use this. And I've put this glitter glue on a couple of different ways. Right here, I'm just putting little dots right in the middle and making it look like, can't remember from my biology class, but anyway, we're making it look like the little middle of the flower. I did one yesterday that I just put a glob of the glitter glue in the middle, and then I took a pin and spread it out and made it look like it was coming out of the middle of the flower. All right, we're going to set that aside and start with our washi tape. I know that there are some people who are very precise. They like to measure things out and draw things, but be it good or be it bad, I just kind of I fly by the seat of my pants. But anyway, as you are working with the washi tape, start with the widest washi tape first. If you start with the widest washi tape first, it's a lot easier when you go to put the little 1/4 and 1/8 inch washi tape in. You can squeeze those in just about anywhere, but the wide stuff's about 1/2 inch. That's kind of hard to just hard to negotiate around. I'm using the traditional Christmas colors here, red, green, and gold. The last washi tape I'm putting on here is, it's got polka dots. Well, it's more of a dotted Swiss, I guess. But it has more texture and adds a little bit more interest. I'm cutting the excess washi tape off of this. I think it would work just as well if you folded it under, but I'm always afraid things are going to get too bulky and not look quite as polished as I'd like it to. As long as I've got the washi tape out, I'm going to go ahead and make my gift tag, and I'll do it in the same fashion that I did for the bag. And this you can't fold under, so it's got to be trimmed from the back so you can put your to and from. All right, let's move on. This next die I'm using is one of my favorites for the holidays. It's a creative die from the Penny Black people, and it's just simply called Merry Christmas. I've cut it out of gold mirrored cardstock, and the reason I like it so much, and I'm going to pull the camera in here so you can see. In between the S and the T is a little heart that has been cut out, and it makes the S look like an S and the T look like a T. But when you pop that out, it's just the right size to dot the I in Christmas. And this is the only Merry Christmas die that does this, and I'm just really thrilled that we have that option with this. And I'm going to quickly punch out all the rest of the little bits and pieces that don't belong there. And now I need to affix it to the front of the bag, and I'm using Gina K Connect glue, Gina K Designs Connect glue, and this stuff really is pretty good. I've already gone through one tube of it, and I think I got it 3 weeks ago. So, and I do a lot of work, but it doesn't clog, and it puts the glue where I want it to go. The best thing I think about this glue is that it's very forgiving. There are plenty of times when I've squeezed the tube too tightly and got too much where I'm trying to put it, and this wipes off your surface very well, and it doesn't leave any marks. There's plenty of adhesive that says, well, it dries clear. Well, yeah, but if you put it in the light, you can still see it. With the Gina K glue, you can put it on just about anything, and if you got too much glue, then all you need to do is take a paper towel and dab it, and it goes away, and nobody sees the glue. All right, we need to get this centered, and I hope I'm going to be able to pull this camera back so we can, there we go. Yeah, need to get it centered, and it's looking pretty good about now. And there's my little heart up there that's going to dot my I. And of course, I did get a little extra glue on here, as I usually do. And I daub it off. As soon as it dries, you can't see it. And that makes for a nicer card, nicer project. There's my little spot there, and I'm using the Marvy Jewel Picker to pick up that heart and put it down where the glue is. And come on, here we go. There we are. Okay. Ta-da! All right. Okay, let's move on. We need to get our embellished cardstock here on the front of the gift bag. And I'm going to very quickly do this with more double-sided tape. And always use a very sturdy tape. It really doesn't matter how the width of it, just so long as it's going to stick to the bag and not fall off. Okay, we'll get this bad boy on, and we will turn our attention to the poinsettia. As a side note, this is where I mess up the most. You need to take your time in centering the cardstock that you've cut to the front of the bag. I don't know how many bags I have ruined or have tried to correct when it isn't centered, and just be careful. All right. I don't know if our poinsettia is dry yet, but let's take a look. Oh, well, almost. Okay. In the interest of time, I'm going to go ahead and put this on anyway. If you recall, we put double-sided tape on this so that it adheres to the front of the bag. And because this is still wet, we need to be very careful. Need to center this because once it's down, it's down. And this glitter paper is a little bit like vellum. And if you fold it, it's going to leave a fold mark or a scar, and we don't want that. So let's put this guy down and pay attention to the leaves. The leaves, you can tuck in just about anywhere. This has 3 layers, and you can tuck it under or you can tuck it in between. I only cut 2 leaves for this project, and when I went to the store today, I took a look at all the poinsettia plants that were there, and they've got a whole lot more leaves than 2. So once again, you can take some artistic liberty and put as few or as many excuse me, as you would like. Now it's time for the finishing touches, and I am using it's called raffia, and that's raffia with a W. It's W-R-A-P-H-I-A, not R-A-F-F-I-A. This particular ribbon is by the Berwick people. It's the Berwick Industries, and they've got every color in the rainbow for this type of ribbon. You can buy this raffia from a variety of vendors. You can, I think Amazon carries it, and they're pretty good about getting, yeah, there you go. Okay. They're pretty good about getting things to you in a timely manner. I'd like to thank everyone for taking time out of their busy schedule to watch Washi Tape Wednesday, and me, Jan Monahan, and Wrapping with Jan. Please subscribe to my channel, and I hope that your holidays are safe and you can spend them with your family and that they are relaxed.